Hey friends, we are out in the garden. It is mid-March, it's a beautiful day. We're going to talk about what survived the ice storm and also put in some tomatoes. This is Hedgery. So you might have heard that last month here in Texas we had a really terrible ice storm that destroyed crops all the way down into Mexico, which is very unusual. But we were very fortunate here in this garden. Perhaps the raised bed helped, but something insulated these plants really well, and we got away for the most part with just a little bit of external leaf damage. The beets in this square did not survive, and the oregano in that square did not survive. But the garlic, the turnips over here, everybody else seems to be doing pretty well. So we are going to just scrape out the what we're going to be some beets. And they didn't come up very well this year, so I only lost a few instead of probably the 9 that would have normally been in this square. But we're just gonna dig out a little bit of an area here and actually add some of that soil over there, because I want to put a little scoop of compost in down underneath, and then I'm going to take my tomato plant and just very gently kind of squeeze it out. This is a Blazing Beauty Dwarf, which is an indeterminate medium-sized tomato, and I think it's going to be great. I did have some tomato cages, but they seem to have gone on walkabout, so I'm going to need to get some new ones. But that is one of our tomatoes. And I'm just going to put a little bit of water on it, kind of settle that soil. And then we'll move on to the next one. All right, we are mostly dug out here in the center. Gonna dig in a little bit of compost, kind of heap that up a little bit more. Now this little green guy down here, I'm not 100% sure. It might be a volunteer basil or oregano from last year. So I'm going to leave that for a little bit and just see what it develops into. And this one right here is a sweet orange cherry. And I got both of these from a place called Natural Magic here in Austin. And they are both supposed to be heirloom variety. So I'm sure if you check with your favorite heirloom seed place, they will have the sweet orange cherry and the Blazing Beauty. So that is our second tomato we're putting in. A little bit of water to settle the soil. And we are done. That's it. It was pretty simple today. But before we go, I do want to ask you a question with more than one correct answer. So as I mentioned before, the ice storm was a really big deal down here. And I was worried my garden was going to get completely destroyed. But as you can see, I was doing all right. So here's my question. What's a situation that you thought was going to be a disaster that turned out to be not that bad? Think it over and share with us down in the comments. And while you're there, why not like, share, and subscribe? I'll see you next time, but until then, remember, you are Hedgery.